I really enjoy looking out the window and seeing when there are rallies out there.
Senator Jenny Forhan has been serving the public for over 4 decades, first as a community leader in Rockville, and now as a Maryland state senator representing District 17, which includes Rockville, Gaithersburg, and Garrett Park.
Well, I'm really proud of Rockville. I think that we've been ahead of the curve in so many ways. And I think that, you know, down here, when everybody's competing for money, I try to focus on the people who have spent their money in the best ways.
We were invited to Senator Forhan's office before the District 17 night reception, which was meant to connect residents with their legislators.
It's really important for people to come and see what it's like to work here, and for the public to understand that what goes on in Annapolis really does impact us back home.
Welcome to Annapolis, and let me start.
Attendees at District 17 night included members of Rockville's mayor and council, residents, and even Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown paid a visit. We're halfway through the session. How are things going from your perspective?
I think things are going well. I mean, this is you've got a new cadre of legislators, not in this district, in District 17, but a number of other districts around the state. So you got to kind of go slow. You got to sort of introduce them to Annapolis and the issues. So that typically means that in the first session of a term, things move a little bit slower. But the governor and I sent the legislature a balanced budget within spending affordability. So we've already done a lot of the hard work. So we're going to partner with the General Assembly to make sure we finish that work. So as you mentioned, we're about halfway through, still have a lot of work left to be done, but I'm confident we'll get it done.
I thought it was a good idea to come and see legislation in action, to come to Annapolis again. I haven't been here since junior high, so I was excited about coming over and talking to the delegates and just sharing in the camaraderie of Rockville how far it's come and its future. So I'm just glad to be here tonight.
There are a lot of big names in there. It's very interesting because, like, I met some of them from doing things with SGA, Rockville Youth Commission. However, it's so incredible to have all of them in one room, all for a similar cause, just being here to celebrate opening of the legislative session. It's incredible.
And we were invited by Jenny Forhan, our state senator, and she found out it was going to be my birthday. And she said, you've got to come and celebrate here. And I thought, well, what better way to, as a Marylander, to celebrate your 87th birthday than at the Annapolis, and I love it.
And I've been in Rockville a long time. Actually, I came here in 1942, so I'm an old veteran. And we had a store here. Actually, when I came here, Rockville had 2,500 people. So I've seen some changes.
Well, so far so good. The budget is, of course, very serious. The governor's put in a budget which balances the budget for this coming fiscal year, but he made some very difficult decisions which we are reviewing now. And we're looking at possible alternatives involving perhaps an alcohol tax, a gas tax, or maybe a registration fee to help smooth some of the edges of the governor's budget.
Well, I think that, Rockville's legislative priorities are going to do very, very well. I think we're going to work out the dispute between Rockville and the school board. And I think also there's a decent chance that we'll be able to get the county government to pay water permitting fees the way everybody else has to, so that it's not an enormous amount of money, but it is a fairness issue. And we're working hard to make sure that outcome comes in a way that'll benefit Rockville and her citizens.
It's important for the city to be known at the state level and to be connected with our state legislators, and they represent us pretty well.
Mayor, why are you here tonight at District 17 night?
Well, because we've got to support our delegates from District 17. They do so much to help us. Every time we've got a cause, we can depend on them to take it up for us and talk to those folks in Annapolis that make decisions that impact us. It's tremendously important we show our support.
We are here to support our delegation and to introduce citizens to the process and say thank you to everybody for the hard work that they do here in Annapolis.
And how did you get here tonight?
We came on a Rockville City bus. You know, our buses are usually used for things like the senior center and taking people around. And one of our citizens sent in an email request and said, hey, wouldn't it be great if we could put people on a bus? It takes cars off the road, which we want to do, go green. It gives people a chance to come who might otherwise not have had the opportunity. And it gave a lot of us on the bus a chance to talk and get to know each other better and, you know, talk about things that were of interest before we got down here tonight.